Hey, hey, if you here to see the Clippers, make some noise. Who that? Talking about who that? Staples Center.
I'm Madeline Burke for LAC TV, and welcome back to Clippers Weekly. Clippers.com insider Eric Patton joins me this week. And Eric, of course, the big news, the headline this week, Chauncey Billups making his long-awaited return to the Clippers starting lineup.
And what a sight it was to see. I mean, from the ovation that he received before the game during player introductions, it may have been louder than Blake or Chris when they were introduced. Then to the impact that he had on the court, it was a big deal.
You mentioned the impact he had on the court. He actually made his first shot a three, and he admitted to me after the game that the team actually designed that play for him to have the first shot of the game, something that he was a little hesitant about because he didn't want special treatment, but his teammates really insisted on it.
Yeah, they did, and even afterwards, Eric Bledsoe talked about that they really wanted him to get the shot, and it was sort of like a reward for all the hard work he'd put in over the offseason.
You mentioned the hard work of the offseason, 9 months of commitment to his rehab and recovery, and actually I got a chance to follow him through the process this summer. We've got a feature on Clippers.com, but here's a little peek at it.
Just get back up, you down, just get back up. I've had so many twisted and sprained ankles and things like that, and I knew right away that it was different. I never looked at it like I wouldn't make it back. I never, not one day, thought that or said that. And in my heart, I was just like, all right, this is what it is. Oh, they said I can't come back. That's just motivation for me, because it's funny, like, not even 24 hours went by and everybody was like, oh, he must be done. He's going to retire. He's this, that. And I'm just like, wow, I've learned through my years to just move forward. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever happens, you just deal with it and move on. It's really been a blessing in disguise. It really has. Because like you said, I haven't had this opportunity in my entire career to have the time to really strip my body down and look at all the deficiencies that I had and have the time to work on them. I see me coming back and me being much better than I was before.
Make sure to check out the full feature on Clippers.com, as well as another installment of LA Confidential, in which Chauncey's teammates talk about the impact of his return. And speaking of the impact, Eric, this team is very deep at the guard position. How do you see that affecting things?
You know what? I think Coach Del Negro has said it a few times already, that he thinks it's a good problem to have, all that depth. And I don't really see it affecting Jamal or Eric Bledsoe's minutes at all.
And Eric Bledsoe said today after practice, his role is to bring that energy, bring that spark, and Chauncey or no Chauncey, it's still the same.
Yeah, it is. And another thing it's going to add is the fourth quarter. It's going to have a dimension that teams aren't necessarily going to be prepared for. Chris Paul, Chauncey Billups, and Jamal Crawford on the court at the same time. That's going to be a lot to deal with.
I know. I bet we can expect to see a little bit more of that three-guard lineup now.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, well, thanks for watching this episode of Clippers Weekly. For Eric Patton, I'm Madeline Burke for LAC TV, and make sure to tune in next week.